的身份先说了对创作题材的想象。
Karena di musik punk lirik tentang protes kebanyakan, Mas. Karena punk adalah jaringan pertemanan.
Hadir kami untuk menyuarakan keadilan.
Dari kampungnya emang kita tuh udah sama-sama suka genre metal gitu.
Kalau teknik itu paling biasanya
pengen bikin karya gitu yang frekuensi gitu.
我自己现阶段也只能试着让移工们理解自己拥有发表意见的权利。
The music scene in Indonesian migrants in Taiwan is not new. It was emerged following the migration of Indonesian workforces at least in the last 2 decades and increased by the new southbound policy. Indonesians in Taiwan are active to develop their own music scene. They are not only consume but also produce. Today, they have their own music group, festival, live houses, and even nightclubs. However, this music scene is Indonesian centrist. The scene even narrower to Indonesian migrant workers in Taiwan, not including student or white-collar workers. Some Indonesian pop rock bands in Taiwan are regularly invited at the music event made by the Taiwan government. But the event still presented for Indonesian workers. So the band tends to play only in Indonesian event in the front of Indonesian audiences. The different situation happened to Indonesian migrant workers band who play the underground music. It's like punk and metal.
1, 2, 3, 4.
According to Stephen Graham, music lecturer at Goldsmiths University of London, punk identified by their independent spirit and do-it-yourself ethics. It separated them by mainstream and popular music. Since the late of 1970s, punk then categorized as the underground music. The music culture that also can count as the underground music are hippie, grunge, and hip-hop. Punk have a close relation to the youth culture issue and working class environment. According to Subculture, the meaning of style by Dick Hepditch, punk was a response from England's youth to the massive unemployment and ominous violence, and it expressed an aggression, frustration, and anxiety. Punk then close to the left political movement. The political value of punk spread to another music culture like metal, hardcore, or indie pop. It spread to the world and make a solidarity among their fans. Southern Riot is one of the Indonesian band in Taiwan who played punk music. Based in Pingtung, the band founded by the workers. Their first public appearance was at the migrant workers demonstration in Taipei 2022. The punk identity that they showed can attract a Taiwanese punk who also participated in the demonstration. Southern Riot led the long march with their Indonesian chants. This chant is popular for the mass act in Indonesia. The rhythm of this song adopted and taken from the famous children's song. His song became a chant at the demonstration since 1998, when the student movement overthrew the 32 years of Suharto regime. Indonesian metal fans in Taiwan also founded a metal community called Indonesian Metalhead Taiwan. They actively join to Taiwanese metal event. This community not only have a mass, but also the band. The band called Jubah Hitam. This band, based in Chiai and productively compose, record, and publish their works digitally. They recorded all of the songs by themselves in the workers' dorm. Besides these groups, I also met an individual punker from Kendal, Central Java. His name is Yoli. Yoli is actively involved to the punk activities in Taipei. Interestingly, he's not fluent in English and also Mandarin. For Yoli, punk activism is not new. Long before he moved to Taiwan, he actively involved in punk collectives in his village. No wonder, even he has a limitation in conversation, Yoli have a good knowledge about the movement. It makes him easy to blend it in with the local punks. Borders are not just a territorial walls that separated one state to another. For the migrants, migration practice not only across the physical borders but also social, cultural, political, and economical aspect. As their status as a blue-collar workers, they also often face a precarity and marginalization in terms of hierarchy, freedom, and general social status in a society compared to student or white-collar workers. German anthropologist Petra Melcher, in her research about Indonesian migrants in Taiwan, found the duality between Indonesian migrant workers and students. This duality creates inner conflict among the groups. But in my opinion, underground music can cross or at least blur its borders. Jubah Hitam, Southern Riot, and Indonesian Metalhead Taiwan not only have a fan from Indonesian students but also the members. Jubah Hitam synthesizer was student from University in Chongli, and the bassist of Southern Riot graduated from the university in Kaohsiung. It proves the same taste in music can make the duality fluid. For Southern Riot, their punk music can make them actively participating in Taiwan politics through the demonstration. Today, they also have a good relation with the local underground music scene. For the language barrier, I thought many Indonesian workers in Taiwan, except domestic workers, not able to speak Mandarin fluently. However, the similar taste in music tear down the wall. In the context of Taiwan local music community, Jubah Hitam took the further step to perform in several Taiwanese music festivals. Even they had a chance to play in the iconic festival on the island, Megaport Festival. Jubah Hitam, not considered as a migrant workers who can play music, but the metalhead from Indonesia. As I believe, music is always international solidarity in the melody. So let's go to the beat, mosh hard and united.